Yo, what's good, everybody? This is Jay Floyd. Welcome back to On Everything. It's my podcast, man. I know y'all not seeing me right now. Y'all seeing a avatar. And I mean, some of y'all are listening to this, and that's cool too. But the ones of y'all who are watching this, man, I don't know. I just tossed a little avatar on there, make it a little more entertaining for y'all. See, make it like I was kind of talking to you. Kind of. So let's get started, man. I wanted to update everybody on the journey that I've been going through with trying to publish my first fiction book, right? I started on Open Book Media, and it is my publishing and brand. And we publish a lot of things, man. In fact, I should probably start with this. Right now, it's February, first week of February. There's a lot of talk about Black History Month. A lot of people talking about specifically this fear of Black History Month going away. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get into the topic too deep right now, but I do have a pretty strong stance on that. But no, I don't operate out of no fear. And Black History Month is what we make it. And so I know everybody's celebrating Black History Month as you should. Black people and allies or anybody in the world should also be celebrating Black history, learning as much as you can. So in that spirit, I do want to shout out the book that we published last year, which is Burnt Sienna, a coloring book for brown crayons. This is for all children to learn, become familiar with, gain respect for, and love for, and knowledge of some key Black figures throughout history that don't really get taught all the time in regular school settings. So hit my link in bio and go out and take a look at that. I encourage everybody to go grab a copy. It is on Amazon. The reason why I called it Burnt Sienna was because when I was growing up, um, Burnt Sienna, when you get that 64 box of crayons, that one that we all really wanted, that 64 boy, the big one that the one that come with the crayon sharpener on the back. When you get that one, well, that comes with some new colors, right? And one of the colors that it comes with is called burnt sienna. And when I was a kid, I always noticed that when I go to color Black people naturally, right? I fancied myself as a bit of an artist. I wanted things to be as accurate as possible. And my I noticed that you can't just grab brown. You cannot just grab brown if you want to accurately reflect the diaspora and the spectrum of melanated folk like Black folk. You're gonna have to grab something a little more deep, a little more rich, right? A little more nuance to it. And I noticed that there was one crayon called Burnt Sienna. It was brown, but it had a little reddish tint up in there, had more depth. And I noticed when I used that was a little more accurate to Black folks, and specifically me as a kid. So I always wanted to pay homage to that crayon. I always think about it, and so I decided last year to make a coloring book for kids to be able to take advantage of that burnt sienna crayon in there. Go ahead and grab that. I know not all Black people are burnt sienna. Growing up, my mom would always make note, hey, you got to grab the burnt sienna for you. You got to grab the beige for me. My mom was, one of those light-skinned ladies from Mississippi. So, hers was beige. And shout out to all of that. Shout out to all, God paints in all colors. So I think it's so important that we teach our children to love all the colors of the spectrum. So yeah, in honor of Black History Month, I suggest you go out and buy that. If you want to hit my link in bio, the link is linkin, linkin .bio, bio / open book media. That's linkedin.bio/open book media. You'll see it right there. Burn Sienna. You'll also see my other books like The Driver's Seat, The Poet Who Watched the Whole Parade, etc. All right. So let's get into our topic for the day. I noticed this podcast is now branded as On Everything, but I do want to focus in on the topic. Um, right now, I'm on this journey. I hope y'all can rock with me. I hope you follow me on the journey. I hope many more of y'all can help me out on this journey. Right? I've written a good number of books, but this is my first time writing a fiction novel. I'm really, 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 really proud of this book, right? I think this book is great. I think it belongs in the marketplace. So I have pitched it to several literary agents and publishers, and I've gotten some response back. There's some people who like it. No deal that I like yet. No deal that is fully 100% funded and with the marketing push that I think it needs. Not yet, but I mean, I'm only about a month or two in to when I submitted it. So usually it's about a 6 month process of submitting. So the more I learn, the more I'm going to share with y'all, right? But it brings me back to some points, right? Of I have this story, I've written it, I understand it, and now I need help by some publishers to see the value in that story, right? So while I write these submissions, it's my job to fully make them see the vision, make them understand the value in this story. And it reminds me of how we are in life. You know, in life, we got the story, right? We got a story. It's great. There's some gold in it. Sometimes we need a little more polish, so maybe we need an editor, right? Sometimes we need to be exposed to the right room, so we need a marketing strategist. But the gold is in the story, right? The story that I wrote, it's not there yet. It needs a little help, and we working on it. I know the value of it. And just like when I walk into any door or get any opportunity, I got to also know the value of my story. Other people haven't read it yet. Other people haven't been exposed to it yet. They didn't even get a synopsis. And it's my job to present myself as a walking representation of my story, which means I got to get all of that strength, all of that wisdom out of everything that I've been through, this journey, respect the journey, everything that I've been through, even the parts that that caused me a lot of pain, the parts that I had to go to therapy to help heal, those are all pages. They're all pages. Some of them are in earlier chapters, but they're all pages. And as I go throughout life and my career and any role and leadership role that I have, I'm adding pages to the book, but I'm still carrying this book, y'all. I'm carrying this book and I got to know the value of it and I got to know what story it tells so I know where does this, where can this go? Where does it belong? You know, one of the things I'm learning with my book, the first thing the literary agents and publishers ask me is, what genre is this? Is this urban fiction? Is it literary fiction? Is it historical fiction? What is it and who can where does this belong? Right? I'm not saying we all need to be in a box, but we do need to understand who we are and where we should not be limited to. If you're not only urban fiction, you're not only urban fiction. If you're not just a rom-com, you're not just a rom-com. If you are not simply a summer read or a cozy, then you're not that. But if you are that, then you are that. But if you're not, understand where you need to keep going to. Understand where your ceiling is, right? And that's what I'm looking for right now. So I say all this to say I am on a journey, y'all. I would love to have this book out this year. I would love for y'all to be along the ride with me. I would love for y'all to help me choose which cover to go with. I'd love for you to help me as I push it in the market, help me understand where the market is. Um, if you have a book club, would love for you to grab my book in the book club. If you're an influencer, I will have pre-release packaging going out to influencers so that they can take a look at the book. And a lot of different marketing gadgets and gifts. And I'll be opening up the door for that, right? A lot of it will depend on, do I end up selecting a publishing offer? Or at the end of the day, do I just put it out myself through open book media? We shall see. Yeah, we shall see. Again, understanding the value of my story, where it needs to be placed, and making the right move. This is how we all are in life. Your opportunities in the world, uh, they rely on you understanding the value that's in that story you're carrying and taking it to the hilt. Yeah. So keep rocking, y'all, and keep checking for me. I will have more episodes coming out. I am Jay Floyd. Thank you for listening to On Everything, the podcast. Ready to revolutionize your content creation? Discover Deep Brain AI, the cutting edge solution in AI video synthesis. Create lifelike AI videos with ease, ideal for presentations, educational content, or just boosting your digital marketing. Your AI avatar waits to deliver messages with natural expressions and natural voices. It'll be just like hearing and seeing you and me. Experience the future of communication with Deep Brain AI. Discover more right now at what'sgood.work and click on our link that says visit our sponsor.